Alright guys, so we are in the new age of superhero fatigue. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to address this for a minute. So, bear with me. So, I will do a little editing up here if you don't mind. So, we are in the new age of superhero fatigue. We are in the age where fans are not really going out and seeing these films. It's you see two big ones. And this is for this year. I could have put the ones for last year too, but we'll just go with this year. So we're in the age of superhero fatigue. I think people are tired of the superhero model, the same formula. And this is the thing that was going to happen anyway. DC. Well, let's start with the elephant in the room, the big one, Marvel. Marvel has not changed their game. Marvel has always been doing the same thing. The reason that The Boys is so popular the way they are now is the fact that it's following a different superhero mode. It's not doing the same thing. It's different. Invincible is loved because it's different. It's a superhero with a little spin to it. You have to change the game of the superhero formula. We said it years ago. I said it maybe around 2014 or 2015 that, yo, Marvel needs to start changing it up. The only directors that did do some changes that at points that took things a little seriously was the Russo brothers. They were the only one. Joss Whedon, after Age of Ultron, I had nothing for his ass before those allegations came out. But that was a change. Winter Soldier was serious, but the Russo brothers took it very seriously, but made the films work. What the Avengers Infinity, it wasn't Infinity Wars. I think the Avengers Infinity Wars were so good. I like that one better than Endgame. Sorry if you hate me. I'm sorry. I think it's just a better film. It flows better. And I like the ending we got, where Endgame was just very convoluted, especially towards the end. So anyway, the point I'm trying to make here, and I still have not seen Endgame. Like literally, like I have not seen Endgame since it aired years ago when I went to the movies. I saw it twice and I thought it was like it was okay, you know. But the point I'm trying to make here is they kept doing the same formula, and you notice the formula has not changed. It's gotten worse, and they still keep doing that same formula because the saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. True, but in the superhero genre, you have to change. You have to make it organic. People are excited for Deadpool because it's not going to follow the superhero genre. You know what it's going to follow? It's going to follow something different because it's a rated R Deadpool, hopefully similar to the ones that 20th Century Fox did. Not Fox Studios, whatever the fuck they calling it today, but hopefully they following that same model and make it true, because that's what everybody excited for. Plus, you got Hugh Jackman in the motherfucking costume too, so yeah, everybody excited for that. Another one people were excited for was Spider-Man: No Way Home. Again, a Sony production. It wasn't a MCU production. It was a Sony production. Even though that film followed the Marvel tropes, there was stuff in there like a multiverse, adding a Tobey Maguire, adding a fucking Andrew Garfield, adding characters from a previous franchise helped that film gross to $1 billion. If it was another Spider-Man film without those elements, I think the Spider-Man film would have made either less than what it made the previous one. Because again, I like Tom Holland, but again, he wasn't the shine of No Way Home. It was actually Tobey Maguire, Green Goblin, and Andrew Garfield. That's what I saw. Again, Tom Holland grew to me as a Spider-Man because definitely I felt his pain of his loss and I felt some growth, but he was still, you get what I'm saying. Anywho, and that's the problem. So Marvel's been doing that same formula. So let's get on to the other kid in the room. Let's get on to the kid that tries to copy the homework of the A student, which is Marvel, and fails miserably. That is DC Extended Universe or Warner Brothers Discovery. They, since the abomination of critics from Batman v Superman, these motherfuckers at Warner Brothers have been trying to copy the same formula as what the MCU is doing. What I said back then, don't do that. Stay on your course. The fans will come. Just keep doing it. Do you know The Boys is a fucking parody of the Zack Snyder Justice League? They are a parody of the Snyderverse, and these motherfuckers want to continue to copy the MCU, and they had the template. If they would have stayed on the course and keep it dark and edgy, Those fans of the MCU would have came over here. Because look at the MCU now. It's in the worst shape it's ever been, and people are leaving like flocks. And they're going to the boys. They're going to Invincible. This is all, and that's all Warner Brothers' fault. Because they're incompetent. They're run by fucking goons and fucking idiots. And this is Walter Hurnaba's fault, and this is Ann Snarnoff's fault. Those two in general. I can't stand those two. Those two were the main reason why the DCEU is in disarray it is right now. Don't get it twisted. James Gunn's stupid ass ain't doing nothing better. But those two were the main reason why the studio was in disarray. It is fucking bad how they handled that situation. They want to copy Marvel so badly, but in reality, stay on your course. Do your own style. Don't fuck the critics. Just make a better film. And just write a better film and still stay on course. They will come. Just make sure you are there so when the fans look for something else, they're looking at you. You weren't there because you were trying to copy Marvel, and guess what they looked at? The boys. You weren't there. They were trying to copy Marvel with your damn animated films. Guess where they're there? Invincible. You see what I'm coming at? Amazon is right now the top studio where superhero films and animated properties are thriving at because it's different. You got fucking and Sony too with this into Spider-Verse, but I always look at it as an animated film, not like a superhero film because it's in its own genre. But you get what I'm saying. You look at what Marvel's doing and DC, it's copy and paste. It's more of DC copying what Marvel's doing, and it's a template. Both are doing multiverses, and they're terrible at it. Marvel's better at it than DC, but it is what it is. The only one they did right was Spider-Man. But again, that was done, even if you really want to get down to the multiverse theory, it was kind of still done convoluted, but it worked for the movie magic, and plus, ain't nobody complain. But the Ant-Man, the fucking Doctor Strange, the Thor, Love and Thunder, it's been a mess of proportion. The superhero fatigue started with the MCU, and it's still continuing with the MCU. And it's continuing also with another company known as DC. And they want to copy each other. Stop. Warner Brothers, if they would have stuck to their fucking guns, they'd be reaping the money right now. Now they're in fucking debt because they want to change shit, rewrite shit, and do everything. That's all on Warner Brothers. Fuck them all. The new regime and the old. But MCU, they made their own bed too because they kept doing the same trope. Kevin Feige said it's fine. Everybody on the internet is fine. Gooncast said it was fine. If you know who Gooncast is Goon, it's Comcast. But everybody said years ago you can't keep doing that formula. You have to change the formula. If you don't change the formula, you're going to be stagnant and people going to go somewhere else. And they went to the boys. The animated property, DC. Oh, you can't keep doing what Marvel's doing. If you do that, they go somewhere else. They went to Invincible. Well, you can't do the TV shows all the same because they go somewhere else. They're going to anime. They go into other TV shows. And now the films are suffering for the VFX, I believe, effects. That's tongue tied. And that's the issue. They're going to fucking Barbie and Oppenheimer. Barbie's about to gross $1 billion. Barbie. What does that tell you? People want something different. The Boys, if it was in a film, it would gross to $1 billion because it's a different type of genre of superhero. Deadpool, Boys, and Invincible are all in that narrative. It's superheroes, but they take the superhero genre, flip it, and do something different because they know they can't do what Marvel does. They won't be good at it. They know we can't do what DC's doing because they're copying Marvel. They're not good at it. We won't be good at it. This is all Marvel's fault. This is all DC's fault. But the biggest factor of this all is they don't change with the times. All the political shit, all the woke shit, all this, it's coming back to bite them in the ass. It's definitely coming back to bite DC in the fucking ass. Holy shit. Warner Brothers, dear God, they can have 2 Barbies films and they still won't make it the money they lost. That's sad. because they're gonna bomb at Blue Beetle. They're gonna bomb with Aquaman, which I heard that's almost $300 million. So, as always, guys, like and subscribe. I just want to do another video of this, and I've been trying to do a video of this and just haven't had the time to do, and I just want to talk to you guys. But as always, like and subscribe. Peace, have a Johnson. See you guys next video.